Welcome to the live chat. I believe now it should be good. I think it's good now. No, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back, my beautiful Julie. I'm sorry. I thought something was wrong onto the other side. There was nothing moving. There was nothing written. There was nothing of nothing. But I think we're good now. All right. So let's go and figure this out all together. Oh, Juanson, I love your little emoticon of patience. It is really quite lovely. All right, let me know if there's any other, difficulties onto the other side. It happens. It happens. Okay, so quite frankly over here, now, oh, there you go, my beautiful Lilith. Thank you, love. We know very, very well that he knows that you guys are meant to be together. We know about the whole soulmate. He knows about the whole soulmate. But now the question at hand is not necessarily does he know? The question is, how is he actually going to be telling you? And how long is it actually going to take, maybe even to figure that out? Or not to figure it out, but to say it out loud because he already knows it. So I'm going to say it's going to take you a little bit of a while, Sweetie Pie. It's not something that you're going to be finding out right away. I'm going to say most likely you're going to be finding this out, I'm going to say approximately 8 months to a year after being together. And I know that it seems kind of wild because you're like, oh my God, that's so long. But it's not really all that important. It doesn't really matter when it is that he actually says it because he could never even say it. My answer could have been he's never going to say it, but he always feels it into his heart because a lot of people feel things, right? But we don't necessarily open on up about them. So he could be feeling this and just not saying anything, but he is going to choose to say something. But I feel like he is actually doing it into a moment where you guys are looking forward towards I'm going to say an engagement. I feel like this is where he's kind of opening on up about it and just, into his whole declaration, into his whole questioning and asking you if you would like to get married with him. This is where it's going to be coming on out that he has always thought that you guys were soulmates and everything the such. But before that, he's not really going to say anything. Not because he doesn't feel it, not because he doesn't feel like it's not going to be accepted, just because it's not the usual he is not usually into that kind of a way, and it is going to be a beautiful way for him to actually kind of open on up with it into his whole question, to his whole proposal. So that's going to be when it's going to be happening, but I'm going to say like a good year into the relationship is when you're going to be finding this out, or when he's going to be expressing it anyways. Yeah, that's it. Hi, Don. Nice to see you, love. You followed the rainbow and you found the pot of gold. Oh. um, Whenever I follow the rainbow, the pot of gold keeps, disappearing on me. Okay, hold on. Let me just close this back up. Let me go over here. Okay, so this is going to be the circumstance in which he's actually going to be opening on up about. Now, let's go and see the feelings, how we're feeling about you today. And for that, we're going to go over to this. Actually, no, I feel like some Lenormand. Let's take out a little bit of Lenormand for this one. Here we go. Alrighty. So, hold on. Oh, Sean. Now that is beautifully said, I have to say. I am going to heart that, my love. Very, very well said. All right, if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to have a chance to win a free reading. Alrighty, so getting our clover, also getting our well, followed on out by our rider that is coming on in. Rider telling us that we're not, we're not at that place yet when we're ready to necessarily open on up and express ourselves, but we're definitely moving on forward towards it. The feelings that we have towards you today, honestly, from what is coming on through over here, here we go. The best card that's going to describe everything that I'm seeing is the following. It's this one. It's the maze. The maze is coming on in to state that, yes, he is lucky because he has you into his life. Yes, he is lucky because he loves you and because he has your love and because he loves you on back. So you have this beautiful connection. Yet, he is starting to see the clarity at the end. He is starting to find that way where he's going to be able to get closer to you, where he's going to be able to open up with his feelings. He's starting to see that light. And that light is really, really important because it comes on back at the very ending of the reading. So, as much as into his own energy at this moment, um, as much as within his feelings towards you, this is going to be within the feelings, but it's also going to be within the relationship because I do see a lot of the relationship coming on through. Feelings for you, it's easy. It's love. It's wanting to have the family. It's about wanting to have that beautiful home, the family, the home, the grounding, I'm going to say a certain normality. He's looking for a normal type of love, a life where, and I know that normal kind of seems a little bit weird, like a word, but it's a beautiful world because nowadays there's a lot of loves, there's a lot of different type of situationships and relationships and all different kind of connections that are out there that might not be the ideal one. He is looking for something that is simple, something that is normal. I love you, you love me, let's be together, let's just enjoy this beautiful time together. He is looking for the traditional type of a relationship at the very same time. So he is looking forward to being together. He's looking forward towards having that cute little house, nothing big, nothing too, but the little house, the dogs, maybe, I don't know, why do I see a cat? I don't know. I see something about a cat. So I'm going to say all together, children, this is what he is wanting. This is what he is looking forward towards. So it's beautiful. It's very well thought out of. This is what he's looking for. But he is caught within the maze. He is caught within the maze of all the other circumstances that come on in. Being afraid of reaching on out, not wanting to hide one's feelings in any kind of a way. Sometimes feeling jealous, being worried that something or somebody might actually end this relationship at some point in time. Wondering, is somebody going to be sneaky at some point? Are you going to end up, I'm not going to say cheat on him because you're not, you're into this relationship, but you're not officially together. But being worried about that, being worried about somebody else coming on into the picture. So a lot of the fears that he has, you have also. So you're both sharing this fear where you're both stuck into this exact same maze. And the whole challenge within all of this is to find the solution to release yourself. Sometimes the solutions are not really necessarily readily available right here, right now. Sometimes it takes a little amount of time. Sometimes it's not even a question of spell work or manifestations. It is just really a question of, I need this, you need this. When we both have it figured on out, we'll be able to be together and everything is going to make sense and everything is going to be so much easier, right? So yes, now I'm going to go and see what you're saying. So the love for you is prominent. It is there. It is beautiful. I do feel, and I do see also some jealousy within the cards in regards to other people. So other men that might be around you or other people who might try to flirt with you, but into his feelings for the relationship. He's looking for that beautiful, cute little house, my sweet love. He's looking for the house. He's looking for the dogs. Like I said, there's a cat. There's a cat, too, who's into the picture, which I had never seen before. So he's really just looking for that beautiful, tranquil, non-complicated type of relationship. So traditional, I shall say. And that's what you're looking, simple life with love. Yeah, the maze is a very interesting. The maze is let's do this. Let's do this if you don't mind. Let me take out some cards. Hold on. Let me go over here. And let me go and see. Let me go and ask Spirit a question about how Spirit believes that you should get out of this maze, other than just kind of giving it its time and everything of the such. Let's go and see. All right. Oh, my dog. Oh, my dog. Thank you, my dear Sean. I appreciate it, my sweet love. I was into PayPal. I was not able to see it, but I'm back into the live at this moment, sweetie. Yeah, let's go see, Julie. Let's go see. Since we're at it and we're open, let's just go forward with it. Let's go figure it out. Okay, so the truth will definitely set you free. At this moment, it is the truth that is blocking everything. And I know that when we see truth, we think to ourselves, yes, but I am being truthful. I am. Yes, you are. And yes, he is also, but you're not being truthful one towards the other. You're not opening on up towards your truth. You know, often I say, and I say it like every night, I'm always telling somebody at some point in time, you need to sit down, you need to have the conversation, you need to be open about this relationship and figure things out, right? The communication is going to give you the liberty. It's going to give you and it's going to release that truth. And within that truth, you'll be able to actually kind of find your path after, right? So this is really, really important over here. I'm getting speed. Okay, we can't move things too quickly. We got to take our time because when you're stuck into the maze, if you go too quickly, you're going to miss that turn, which was the important turn that you should have been taking. And you're going to end up going back into the same cycle over and over and over. And this is where you guys have been stuck into. You've been stuck into a place where there is that cycle and it's an issue, it's a problem. And we need to release ourselves from that. The only way to release ourselves is within strength, by being brave, by being courageous. That is the only single way. Also, our Page of Pentacles is going to be the one who is going to be doing all the movement. Page of Pentacles with beautiful prospects. So the page over here is going to be the one who is going to be opening on up. So M is going to be the one who is going to be making the final big move. Now, hold on just one second, sweetie pie. Hello, my beautiful Virgo. Just one moment. All right, I'm sorry. I think I have managed to silence the beagle. So, how are you doing, my beautiful Virgo? I shall be with you shortly, my love, right after Jasmine, okay, sweetie? Alrighty. Let me go and see what else I've got, my love. So, no, keep me there. All right. What is he doing to help himself grow into being the king? Oh, let's go see our cute little pink deck over here. Alrighty. So, what is Em doing to help himself grow into the king status? I'm sorry. He's, first of all, staying single, which is important. He's not playing around in any kind of a way. I feel like at this moment he is trying to build his own home, he's trying to build himself. So while he is remaining single, and I know, you know, it seems kind of like, oh yeah, I hope he is being single. And yes, absolutely. But it's important because he would not be a king if he was going around, sleeping around with other people, playing around with other people's, you know, feelings and everything as such. He would definitely be downgraded and would not be that King of Cups. So my love, he is taking care of business within himself. He is trying to find himself. He is trying to settle on up his life into the way that he wants to be living. I feel as though he's trying not to be too possessive at the very same time of the relationship, because possessiveness is not all that much of a good trait. But at the very same time, he was trying to release. He was trying to release anything that is constricting him, anything that is holding him on back in any kind of a way. And I feel like he is trying more and more to look at himself into the mirror, to face himself, to figure out, you know, truly, what does he need to face? What does he need to face into his challenges, onto his shadow side, to become the man that he wants, to become the partner that he wants, to become you know, to have the career that he wants. What does he need to do? So there is a constant need to look into the mirror and figure things out over and over and over again and kind of readjust day by day. So I feel like this is what he's actually doing at this moment. So he's definitely working onto it, my love. Thank you everybody for subscribing. Still 4 more subscribers before having a free reading. So if you're new, it is really, really, really quite nice, honestly. Let me go and give you some messages, love. And then I'm going to go and see our beautiful Jasmine. Do we have Jasmine with us? Are you here, my love? Into the messages, we're going to go here. Alrighty. Let's do this. Okay, 2 of Pentacles. He's juggling with all his emotions over and over and over again. He is looking for that courage. He's looking for that strength. He is looking for that power, that very strong power that's going to allow him to reach all those beautiful goals with you. He wants you to know that he does not want you to ever feel as though he is going to deceive you, that he is going to be sneaky in any kind of a way. He wants to be there for you. He wants to be open with you. And he wants you to know that he is wanting to face you with his love and as quickly as possible. Oh, there you go. Hi, Jasmine. My dear, beautiful MC, if there is absolutely anything else, please do let me know, okay, sweetie pie? Please let me know. Jonas, yes, self-reflection is important, my love. And hello, Susan. How are you doing, my beautiful friend? It is nice to see you. Hopefully he can... Well, it's not that he needs... Hopefully he will be able to unlock it. What we need him to do is unlock it. So hopefully he'll be able to do that. He's got it. But it's a little bit like the Wizard of Oz. It is there. We just kind of have to open it on up, I'm going to say, and utilize it. My beautiful Jasmine, sweet love. How have you been, my beautiful? Let me go on get your email. My dear Virgo, please let me know if you are here also, because you are going to be coming on up right after. I'm just going to go and get the questions at hand. Just give me one brief moment. Alrighty. So just 1 second over here, Jasmine. So when you'll be going on Italy? You're going on to the 14th of July. The 14th of July. Look at that, sweetie pie. And exactly 1 month from today, you look at that. You will be eating paninis. And you will be with the Italianis. Yes, you definitely will. Beautiful place to be, my sweet love. I have to say, I'm a little bit jealous. I am. A little bit of jealousy kind of popping on through over here, my sweet love. I would love to be going back to Italy. I would. I would. What would I do, actually? I don't know, because, you know, I don't know. I don't know. I want to go back, but I don't know what I'd do. I'd probably actually go down to the south. I'd probably go to the south, probably go and see some of my friends into the north, but I'd probably stick around into the south. Yeah. Although Rome is a beautiful place to stick around. Okay, my love. So let's go and see this. So for our beautiful Jasmine, yes, what's going to be happening for July? Now, I believe you have somewhat of an open ticket, right? So you're going on down and you have like a 2 weeks, but I think you actually have an open ticket, unless I am wrong. Rimini. Oh, that is a beautiful place also, sweet love. It definitely is. It is a beautiful place. All right, hold on. So, getting over here, our devil in reverse. Things are not necessarily going to be. I get you into the beginning, okay? Into the month of July. Yeah. I have you like a little bit kind of sad, a little bit. I do have, excitement. I do have happiness because, it is a beginning. It is something nice. This has been something. It's a project that you've been working on for like, I don't know, over a year, maybe. I don't know why I want to say 2 years, but anyways, I'm going to say at least a year. So you've been working onto this for quite some time. And I know that it is important for you. I know that this is going to be able to do a lot of things for you into a lot of different kind of ways, my beautiful Jasmine. So I'm basically going to say to you, whenever you actually do go on through, you will feel like a little bit of, I am going to say like a little bit of sadness that is there, or maybe sadness is not the right word, maybe a little melancholy because you're kind of thinking about the last time that you were there. But at the same time, I feel like you're holding on to different situations that you lived when you were there last time. Which you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about restaurant, everything of the such in your last days over there. Yeah. I feel as though we're kind of looking at, I feel like you're going to go back to the exact same place. You are. You're going to go right back to the exact same place to go and see because, hey, who knows, right? But other than that, I'm going to say the beginning is a little bit kind of, you're going to have some moments, a little bit of a sadness. But other than that, you're going to be happy. You are. I feel as though you're probably not going to stay much more than a month, probably more around 3 weeks. I feel like you might actually give yourself like an extra week altogether. But I see you being happy, sweetie. So I'm going to say into the month of July, a little bit of melancholy that seems to be coming on through, a little bit of a return to different places that you have been that were important for you at that moment in time. But I see you with a lot of courage. I see you with a lot of strength. And you know that when you go on down this time around, there's going to be like a lot of people, right? And you do have to be careful. I know I've told you before, and you probably even know, I don't know, but be careful if you do extend your stay into the month of August. August in Italy altogether, completely closed off, or a lot of it is closed off, right? Everybody takes vacations. So even when you travel through Rome, half the shops are closed. So be careful about the month of August, all right? That being said, not everything is closed and your beautiful heart is open, so why not? Be careful for theft while you're there, okay? I'm not going to say that you are going to be, somebody's going to steal something from you, but somebody might. When you're onto some type of collective, it could be that you're onto the bus, you could be onto a tram, something, okay? I want you to be careful over there because I do see this could be happening to you. So make sure that you have your money in, I don't know, some hidden place, banana belt, whatever. Hide it somewhere onto you, okay, sweet pie, because they're really good at stealing. Other than that, I don't necessarily see any love popping on through when you're there or any type of connections of the such. But I see you being happy, and I feel like this is going to be one trip of many others. I still see you going on back for like a third one later on. Not right away, but there is going to be a third trip that is going to be coming on up, probably within the following 8 months of your return of this one. So altogether, I'm going to say a good month, sweetie pie. Yeah. So hold on. Let me just go and see. Ah, Sean, Mexican food is delicious. Italian food too, honestly. It is. It is. Let me go and see the other. Your work year ended today. You have a meeting with the new boss and a current coordinator. Okay. How is that going to go? Well, let's go and see. Oh, look at that. I already answered your question number 3. Haha. Let me go and see for the first 2 weeks of July for you. That I have not answered. Oh my God, Jasmine. All right. So, from what is popping on through into the actual work, what's going to be happening. Well, you're continuing on to the same path that you're on to. So I'm going to say the same job that you have, you're going to be having the same position, the same job, the same role. Nothing really much is changing. I don't necessarily feel as though there is something new that's going to be offered, anything of the such. You might have somewhat of a pay raise simply because new contract, new year, everything of the such. So you might have somewhat a little bit of a raise there, but nothing much more, my love. So you are going to be able to keep your position, of course, if you do want to have it. You're still looking forward towards it. So future planning on what's going to be coming on next. And I kind of feel like it's a little bit just, sealing the deal altogether. So the meeting will go quite fine, my love. I have no worries and no fears. And let's go and see what's going to be happening before you actually go to Italia, sweetie pie. What's happening? Virgo, my sweet love, let me know if you're here also, because you're going to be into the following reading. So let's go see in July, before you leave, how things are going to be going. I see you meeting up with some friends. You're definitely meeting up with some friends. You have a little bit of serendipity. This is going to be a turning point for you, honestly. I feel like you're returning back to a place that's going to allow you to get a lot of answers, returning to a place being Italy. So you're kind of looking forward towards that. I do want you though. I do want you to make sure that whenever you do go this time around, that you've got every single thing that you need along the way. All right. So make sure that everything is planned, to make sure that you have everything that you need, to make sure that you've got your destination once you are going over there, where you're going, everything of the such. I did say that I do see you meeting up with some people. I do see a little bit of nostalgia. So you are meeting up with some friends that maybe you haven't seen in all that much. But for some kind of reason, I actually see you meeting up with them, but I don't see you necessarily being happy, which you would think that you would be happy because you haven't seen these friends in a little while. But it's not what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like we're meeting on up. We haven't seen each other in a little while. It's summertime. It's vacations. You're leaving for vacation soon. You're going to meet up for like a drink or something, and you're like 3 or 4 for some reason. You're not that many. But point being, it's like you're not necessarily enjoying your time. It's like you're feeling as though you have somewhat a little bit disconnected from those people in a certain way. Finances, I'm going to say stagnant. Love, I don't see anything popping on through, my love. So, and health-wise, neither. I'm going to say you're just a-okay, my love. And since you have not mentioned anything about it, I'm going to say the results that you got, if you did get the results, are probably quite good too. My beautiful Jasmine, if I do not see you until the time that you actually go on vacation, because I don't see you all that often, I shall say, buon viaggio, my beautiful. Enjoy yourself, sweetie pie, and just do everything that you've been wanting to do. Do everything that you've been dreaming and fantasizing about for like the last year or so. Go ahead and make your life the one that you want it to be. And that's going to help you recuperate, bring yourself back up. And I still feel like you're going to be going back for a third time around, but you're going to enjoy yourself. Now, my beautiful Virgo, sweet dreams, my love. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. Let's do this such as... Well, thank you, my beautiful Diane. Sending hearts out to you also. And Sean. Beautiful Jasmine. Sweet dreams, my love. And Virgo, we are going to put you with a timestamp, but I am going to go and get your questions. So just give me one brief second. I'm going to go and find that. Just hold on. Okay, so just one moment over here. Let's go like that. Okay. Let's go over here. I'm coming up with your question, my love. Just give me one moment. And then I'm going to be doing a free reading. So I will be giving out a free reading in just one moment. Let's go over here into the content itself. No, let's go over here. A Virgo, we are going to leave a timestamp for our beautiful friend. And here you go. You would like to know if be the Taurus, the current feelings for you. Haven't spoken to him in a while and you're curious, right? Yeah. All right. Well, let's go. Let's go and figure this out, okay? He hasn't necessarily been talking all that much again, right? Ooh, that C. Ooh, that C is what I'm going to say. My dear gosh. Alrighty. Let me go and see the feelings for you, towards you. We're going to start on off with this little... Oh, pardon me. That was like a surprise sneeze. So you would like to know, be the Taurus current feelings for you. Oh, I did not give a timestamp. Timestamp is going to be at 35 minutes. So 35 minutes for Virgo. 35 minutes. Alrighty. So thank you. Thank you, Jonas. I appreciate it, my sweet love. Jonas, you can post your question, my love. Post your question. I shall answer you. So after our beautiful Virgo, Jonas is going to be on up next. All right. So you can post your question, my sweet love. And let's go and see what we've got for Virgo at 35 minutes. What is popping through? I think, Jonas, you want to know about your career, right? You're looking for a new job opportunity. 9 of Cups, 10 of Wands over here. Honestly, sweet one, I kind of feel like we a little bit kind of passed on by. I feel like we a little bit turned the page upon this one. I do. Give me one moment. I'm going to take out some more cards. Let's go and get the light seers over here. But my 9 of Cups in reverse situation kind of tells me that we did not necessarily end the things into the way that we would have liked it to. So it was not the type of ending that we wanted, perhaps, or the type of pause that we wanted. Our 10 of Wands is telling me that we have not necessarily completely walked away. So we have not completely forgotten about the connection neither. But at the same time, I feel like we're not hiding anything and we're not really expecting anything. We're not really resting neither. I feel like we're active into our life. We're doing what we should to kind of move on forward. But I feel like the ending, I feel like whatever happened between you guys was not necessarily the way they wanted it to be. But I feel as though they have accepted it, and I feel like they kind of moved on forward. I'm not seeing at this moment any, like any love or any desire or anything of such. So I'm taking out more cards to go and see this over here. Just hold on. Our 8 of Wands reverse, our 9 of Swords, yeah. Whatever happened between you guys, between this breakup, it was kind of harsh, or the connection that you guys have. There was something that was harsh. It was something that kind of left this person feeling sad, feeling like there was no way we're not going to be able to move on forward with it. And that was a little bit like the ending of it. So I'm going to say for the moment, my love, I'm going to close up the door onto that. Thank you, Jonas, sweetie. I'll be with you in just one moment, love. So I'm basically going to say that, sweetie, yeah, be the Taurus current feelings for you. You haven't spoken to him in a while. So I'm going to say that Taurus kind of moved on. I still feel like every once in a while we do think about you, we do wonder about you, but I don't necessarily see any feelings or love and there's no resentment neither. Like there's no resentment or frustration or anything of such. It's just, I'm going to say a little bit of a period of, I moved on. It was difficult, but I kind of moved on. So, yeah. And now C. C is a curious little one now, ain't he? C. What is he up to? Why is he playing these games with you, my beautiful Virgo? Does he not know that he should not be playing these games with you? They are not games to be played with at all. All right. So, what are C's current feelings for you? I hope you're doing good, by the way, my love. I do. So Jonas is going to be on up next. I'm getting him still being emotionally mature. He's still into a place where he's not ready. He is not ready for a relationship. Still just kind of stuck over there. Oh, stuck. Like I'm getting stuck over here, stuck over there. It's like we're stuck in bubblegum, sweetie. Yeah. I feel as though he is craving your attention though. He is craving your attention, but sometimes I feel like he kind of does some actions or some movements that could be a little bit foolish. Mm. He could be a little bit impulsive every once in a while too, so he kind of has to watch out what he's doing. What I'm going to say is this, my love. You know I like C. You know I like C. I said that I like C. I still like C. But I feel like C can sometimes be, like a lot of us, kind of manipulative. I feel like sometimes we could try to, change up or switch up a little bit of a situation so it goes a little bit more into our favor and so on. This is what I'm going to say. C wants to continue the connection that you have. C wants to continue to know more about you. But I feel as though C is a little bit onto that roller coaster of life. So up and down, up and down, up and down. And sometimes we're there, sometimes we're present, and sometimes we're not. When we're not, it kind of seems as though we're simply not interested anymore because nothing really is happening. Everything is really quite stagnant. But that's not the case. Even though we're into the bottom part of it all, we're still feeling like we're into the top part. We're still wanting that top part, if you know what I mean. So we're still looking for that. We're still wanting, we're still desiring that. And we know that we're going to go right back on up onto that roller coaster of love. So I feel like that is just showing a little bit of emotional immaturity at this moment. But the emotional immaturity does not mean that we don't love you and we don't care for you. Absolutely not. It just means that we're not quite 100% in both feet into this relationship. So we're still a little bit at the preliminaries where we think about you, we care about you. We have not necessarily completely said a lot of deep, beautiful things. They will probably coming into the following weeks. But this is it. I feel like sometimes the behavior doesn't really match the emotions. Sometimes we're into a place where we don't really give out any feelings, how we're feeling or anything. And that kind of makes you feel like, oh my God, he doesn't care for me, doesn't want to be with me. Maybe he's switching up his mind. So that's a conversation that's going to be interesting for you guys to have into the future. At this moment, it's really just kind of important to bring back a certain stability so you don't have that up and down, up and down, up and down. We don't ever want the up and down. We don't want it after 10 years. We don't want it after 6 months. No up and downs. Let's try to keep this as stable as we possibly can. But to answer your question, and I shall give you some messages coming from him, our interest is still there, completely peak all the way. It's just that we're a little bit into a position where things are just kind of moving slowly, sweet love. He's not really ready for anything to be happening really quickly. And that's where the main issue is happening. Let me give you some messages as we are at it. So just one moment. Let's go like that. And hold on. Let's go with some messages. Just one moment. What is that? Alrighty. So I want to tell you how I feel, but sometimes I'm afraid that I might actually ruin some things. But I'm always going to come back towards you, and you know that I simply cannot help that. Sometimes I catch myself wondering what you're looking like even just when you're sleeping. And I try to get on with my life when sometimes I think about you a little bit too much and I wonder if you're thinking about me. I dream about the day that we can be together as that long-term relationship. When I see you into my dreams, well, here's the passion that comes on through. Sometimes you're naked. My beautiful love. Let me know if there's anything else that I can do for you. Okay, sweetie pie. Let me go and see Jonas. So Jonas, here we go, my love. You are actually wanting to know a little bit what's happening because you're looking for a job opportunity, right? So let's go and see what we've got. I'm just going to log myself back in. Just give me one brief moment. And I shall be with you. We're going to go to this little deck over here. And voila. Okay, so like this and over here. Okay. So what do we have? What is happening? Thank you, my dear Juanson. Yes, yes, yes. It is Father's Day this weekend, ain't it? Yeah. I need to go and see my dad. I do. I need to conjure up some type of gift for him. My mom is so easy. My dad is so difficult. Hey, cool guy. Thank you, sweetie pie. Okay, so, you've got some anxiety. You're looking, but I kind of feel like I feel like at this moment, wherever you're sending your curriculum out, I feel like you're kind of judged into maybe like a severe kind of a way, right? Yeah, so there's a little something over there that's a little bit interesting. Um, okay. Your wish is going to come true. You are going to be finding a position. You are going to be finding a job. No doubt about it. Let's go and see when. Oh, let's go and see when this is happening. Okay. Okay. So an older man is going to be offering you this job. An older gentleman, let's say, somewhere between, I'm going to say 50 to 60, 65. All right. So between 50 to 65, this is where we do have somebody who is coming on in, who is going to be offering you a job. This seems to be happening from what I can see between the following 4 to 6 weeks. So you do have like a good 4 to 6 weeks over here that are actually coming on through, right? Yeah. So within the following 4 to 6 weeks, you will be offered a position. I do want you to be just like a little bit careful though, okay, sweetie? Um, yeah, and I say that because I feel like the place where you are going to be getting this job, I feel like sometimes, but a lot of places actually do that. So just kind of stand your ground, especially into the beginning. Some places will kind of a little bit take advantage of you, a little bit of abuse of power, a little bit of manipulation to kind of, try to make you do different things or maybe do extra work or something that might not have actually been into the whole plan of you being hired or your position. So just be a little bit careful for that. Sometimes I kind of feel like the people who are hiring you could ask a little bit more from you than what was originally asked for and what you actually originally signed for. Um, but I do see you being happy and I do see you getting what it is that you want over here. So I basically will say for you, my love, just 1 second. Hello, my beautiful Amy, sweetie pie. I will say for you to just be a little bit careful for that. Other than that, an older gentleman is going to be offering you this position. You will actually be quite happy within it. I'm going to say you're probably going to stay for about a year. You're not going to stay for 5, 10, 15, 20 years. No, but it's going to be good for the time being. You are going to like it. It's going to give you different type of advantages. It's going to give you different type of possibilities. Also, a certain growth is going to be happening over there too. I feel as though the work environment, other than, a little bit of manipulation here and there, other than that, I'm going to say the work environment will be good. I don't see gossip. I don't see any problems, no backstabbings, nothing of the such. So I'm going to say continue looking. And we are what? We are pretty much mid-June. So give it all the way. I said about 4 to 6 weeks. So maybe end of July, maybe first week of August, you should have something that's going to be popping on up for you over here, my love. Perfect, my love. Perfect. Perfect, Jonas. So thank you for your beautiful patience. Thank you for your beautiful energy, sweetie pie. And I'm just going to say congratulations in advance, sweet one. Good for you, my love. GGG, nice to see you, love. Okay, hold on. Lilith, you are busy. What is? What are, oh, you need. Oh, okay. What the heck is that? What I don't know what that is. Okay, I got you, Lil. There's weird stuff happening. Um, okay. Do we have our beautiful love shine? I believe I saw love shine, but I just don't know where the love shine is. I know that you. Oh, there you are. Post your questions, my sweetie pie. How are you doing, love? It is nice to see you, sweetie. Whenever you're ready, you can definitely post away. Jonas is my great pleasure, sweetie. Into the meanwhile, let me go and answer Miss Evans. I can't see all that well over here. I think it's Saturnina. I think that's what your name is. You're wondering, are you going to find love? Let me go and answer you as I'm waiting for our beautiful love shine. Here we go. If you have not subscribed, oh, you have, you said new subscriber. All right, so let's go and see. Are you going to be finding love, sweetie? You're going to be finding somebody into the following 2 months that they're going to have like a lack of long-term vision. They're not going to be looking for a long-term relationship. So this one's going to be a little bit short-lived, somewhat of a summer kind of a love, but a late summer kind of a love. It's going to last maybe 4 or 5 rendezvous or dates, and then it's going to be pretty much it. Into the month of October, you will be meeting somebody who seems to be of the sign of Scorpio. Now this one's a keeper. I like this one. This one is looking for a long-term relationship. I'm going to say about 5'9" in height, maybe 5'10", darker hair, lighter colored eyes, though. I feel like they're green. Nice, sweet. I like this person. They are going to be making a move towards you. So love, I will say love will come on in forward. The first one in the following 2 months is really just for fun. And then the following one in October, well, that one's going to be good for you, sweetie. Let's go and see what we've got. Yes. Oh, Love Shine. I'm just ready for you. You can post your questions, sweetie. You can. I'm just answering questions as I'm moving along. I am. So whenever you are ready, go ahead with it. The desert. You live into the desert? What is that? Oh, love. Oh, you're such a sweetie pie. Yes. Oh. It's my pleasure, sweetie pie. Have yourself a lovely evening. Yes. All right. So a random, this is what I'm seeing. I'm trying to figure out, Lilith, please. Yes, I know. Oh, I don't know. When is the next full moon? When is the next full moon? We had a new moon, like a week. It should be like into a following week, perhaps 7, 8 days, maybe 8 days. Full moon. Full moon. We're in June, aren't we? Yeah. Okay. Full moon, June 21st. There you go. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, there's a good answer. Onto the 21st. So there you go. 7 days, guys. 7 days. That explains a lot of things, Lilith. It does. Mm-hmm. I think so. I do. Oh, it's absolutely not. And it's a good thing you said it because otherwise I would, have to kind of put you into a box over there. Yes, it does, doesn't it, Jonas? Yes, full moon popping on up soon. That's okay. It's good vibes. My beautiful love shine. How have you been, sweetie? You did see him today, but he went 3 bars before tech. 3? He went to 3 different bars before texting you? Okay. Alrighty, okay. Well, let's, yeah. Yeah, I guess kind of like the ring. I guess so. Okay, here we go. Let's go over here. Love Shine is going to be at 53 minutes, please. So 53 minutes. May they enjoy. Oh my God. Hello, Alex. It is nice to see you, and thank you, sweet love. I will be with you quite shortly, okay? So here we go for Love Shine. I said Love Shine is at 53 minutes. We're going to go and see Alex right after. Okay. Thank you, sweetie pie. All right. So just give me a few moments. I shall be with you. And you wanted to know what do your coaches think of you? Okay, perfect. Alrighty, so sun up until sleep. What do we have? Sun up until sleep, sweetie. Sun up until sleep. Oh, here we go. 8 of Wands. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, honestly, I feel like everything kind of opened on up a little bit. I feel like we're actually quite happy about it. I do. I'm getting over here like fast movement, fast communication. I don't know if this was necessarily planned yesterday or if you guys just kind of decided today this is it. We're going to be seeing each other and let's just go forward with it. Let's find a place. Let's meet on up at that time. I feel like things happened fairly quickly, but I feel like he was happy. But at the same time, I know that he was careless. So I know that when you're asking into your question, you know, sun up until sundown, you're not necessarily asking, you're not necessarily talking about the fact that, you know, he did go to 3 different bars actually before meeting you. But I feel into his sun up, sundown that he kind of felt bad because he kind of a little bit over exaggerated some things onto that side, honestly. So I do see him feeling a little bit bad over here, but I do also see a lot of movement. So I see the movement, I see the change, and I feel as though there is, and I don't want to play any bad word games in any kind of way because I know you're going to get exactly what I'm saying, but there's a release. Okay, there's a release of emotions. There is a release of feelings, and within that release, kind of let certain amount of peacefulness install itself, where we had the comfortability, where we felt back at home again, where we felt happy, where this had been something that we've been thinking about for the longest of time. So I'm going to say a culmination of emotions that kind of brought themselves to the place that you were at today. So basically, I'm going to say good. Getting back on track, getting back to normality and feeling happy about it, but still kind of feeling bad because of the whole, you know, yeah, we kind of made you wait for a certain amount of time now, didn't we? Yes. What made him feel that way, right? Okay, hold on. So, yes. Okay. But he went to 3 bars before texting you. Why did he make you feel like you were last? Okay. Hello, my beautiful Laura, sweetie. It is nice to see you, love. Okay, so why did we make you feel that kind of a way? Why did we put you into that type of a situation? Honestly, I feel as though he wanted to go to those 3 different places. He was going for gigs, right? Yeah. He knew that you would be waiting for him and he knew that you would be there. And I don't really feel like he wanted to break things. I know that it seems like, oh my God, he made me wait all that time and so on, so on, so on. It's not that he wanted to necessarily make you feel, he didn't want to make you feel like you were last. He did want to have you a little bit last. He wanted you to be a little bit like the cherry on top of his sundae, my sweet love. He didn't want to have to come and see you, kind of break things up, spend some time with you, and then not necessarily feel like going back to work or going back to this bar or going over there. So he just figured that he would do everything into one shot, that you would wait probably, and it would not really be that much of a problem for you, and you guys could meet on up after. So he didn't do it into a way of wanting to create any problems whatsoever. He didn't do it into a way that he wanted to make you feel as though you were last. It was not into his plans. Into his mind, he was strategizing that he was going to get his work done and then he was going to go and see you and things would be pleasurable. It would be good. It would be a good ending of a day. This is the way he was actually seeing things. I know that you felt it into a different way, but this is how he was feeling. Let's go see his thoughts and feelings before and after. Alrighty. Okay. So these are going to be his feelings, okay, and thoughts before, and the after is going to be over here. So before, it's about reaching back out. It's about being back into a place of comfortability. It's about being back with, well, our love, our lover, if you will. Being comfortable, having that beautiful attraction, feeling like this is good. This is where I want to be. This is what I've been thinking about. This is comfortable for me. This is exciting for me. This is what I've been wanting. So I have a lot of, I'm feeling comfortable, I'm feeling good, I'm feeling happy. Everything is pretty much making sense over here. And when we kind of return on back, I'm actually going to say that he did have somewhat of a conflict with the wife, that there's no doubt. So there was a conflict with the wife over here, but I feel like he's sticking a little bit into his zone of, oh my God, at least I do have Amy. At least, she is there. I do love her. I do have good times with her, because he's really, honestly, I feel like she kind of fell upon him, kind of wondering where he was gone all day, what he was up to, because he was really, really busy. They just got back. I kind of feel like she had a lot of things that she had to pick up, she had to do, and he wasn't necessarily there to help on out. And I feel like she was upset about that. So I'm going to say there was a little bit of a downer after, because of when he went back home, everything and such. But even though you did have the downer was actually quite good for you, because it kind of brought you up onto a pedestal a little bit more. Because with you, he doesn't have those issues. He doesn't have those problems. He really just has good times and happiness, and everything is okay. So no complications. So I will say afterwards, I'm going to say gratefulness is the best word that comes to mind. And let me go and see into the tarot. He only told you about two, right? That they saw him at another bar also. Oh, what's he doing at the bars? He was just going for drinks? What's he doing at the bars? If it's not for gigs, what's he up to over there? It's not for drinking. I will check that on out, my beautiful Laura. Just give me a few moments, my sweetie pie, and I will be with you. I'm going to be with Alex first, and then you're going to be right on up next, okay? So let's go see into the tarot what I'm getting for you. Up next is going to be Alex and Laura. The Devil, reverse position, followed out by our Eight of Pentacles. Also getting over here our Page of Pentacles, showing its sweet face, followed by our Seven of Pentacles also. He wants you to know that he's not able to reach out towards you all that much this week. He's still going to reach out for like messages and stuff, but to actually see you, I'll say maybe once, maybe twice this week. Nothing much more. Not because he doesn't want to, but simply because he doesn't have the possibility. I know that he just got back from vacation, but I feel as though he has a lot of things that he has to do at work. Well, at work, but there's a lot of things he has to do at home. And I feel as though she's a little bit kind of bossing him around, asking him to do a lot of things altogether, right? So I will say towards you over here, sweetie, he's happy to be back. He missed you quite dearly. He doesn't want to have any constraints, though. He doesn't. He wants you to know that he loves you, and he loves the fact that your love is not complicated. That's what I'm getting. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. So it was not about the gigs, because he did go to all those, but it was onto his plan. It was like a business kind of thing. He knew that he actually had to go and do those. But why would anybody go to 3 different bars? 3. Or even why would he go to 2 different bars? Okay, it had nothing to do with anything that would be relationship-wise or sexual in any kind of a way. Along the way, I will say that he did have, I'm not going to say he had one at every one of them, but he did have one drink at one bar, the second bar. Other than that, I feel like he actually went to see some of the friends. Do you guys have a lot of friends, or does he have a lot of friends that actually just kind of hang out at those bars, like randomly, like every day they're always there or something of the such? Because I feel like the people that he went to see are people that he knows, people that he kind of missed and wanted to kind of catch on up with. And at the second bar, he did have a beer. He didn't have anything else, but yeah. Are you going to see him tomorrow? I doubt it. I'll go see. I don't think so. So will you see him tomorrow? It's going to be complicated. He's going to be a little bit sneaky. No, it's a no, my love. Unless he's able to kind of clear up his schedule, it's going to be a no. Let's go see our dear friend Alex, sweetie. What do I have for you, my sweet love? You would like to know what your coaches think of you. Let's go and see that. Let's go over here. Let's go over here. Laura is going to be on up next. So here we go, my dear Alex. So beautiful, love, Sean. I'm going to say no for tomorrow, my love. Okay. Six of Cups. The fact that you're friendly is one thing. You're friendly, but you're not 100% completely open neither. You work hard. And when you work, that sounds bad. Your coaches, the performance that you actually give on out, all right? I'm going to say it is good. It is there. It is strong. And you seem to be mastering, I shall say, your craft. So your performance seems to be getting better and better. Your focus seems to be better. Your dedication is nice. It is strong. I feel like you are somewhat hardworking. I feel like you are developing a lot of skills that you do have also. So you're working onto those skills over and over and over again. So you do have beautiful talents. You do also have very high standards. You're not somebody who works, who does something, or who performs into a way that could be sloppy or anything of the such. You have high standards. You are completely committed to the people that you do work for. I'm going to say altogether, sweet love, I'm not going to say absolute perfection, but I'm going to say all those beautiful things for you. You could be sometimes a little bit of a workaholic, though. I kind of feel like once you've got your eye into something, once you've got your idea onto something, you really do hold on to it. You really do move on with it. You can be a little bit guarded, but you're a little bit of a workaholic, but you will do absolutely everything you possibly can to go and get the results that you are looking for. You can be somebody. This is nothing having to do with something that is because you're wondering what your coaches think of you or what they like about you. You could be a little bit jealous every once in a while. I'm not going to say it's a good attribute, but I'm seeing it. And that's okay, because sometimes the jealousy, sometimes the envy kind of pushes us to do better. And I feel like this is a little bit what it is. So I just feel like you always do what you've got to do, but you always do a little extra. You always go a little bit more beyond, if you will, the necessary altogether. You're very helpful. You have a lot of self-control. You have a lot of beautiful love, a lot of courage. You give them a lot of security. You acknowledge and you bring a certain amount of security. And you're very caring. You're very sweet. So my beautiful, I'm actually going to say there's a lot of things they like about you, Alex. I don't know where you're at, sweetie pie. Let me know if you do have any other questions. So I'm basically going to have to say your coaches truly do like you. I'm not going to say that everybody is perfect, but I'm going to say you have a lot of perfection within you. So good for you, sweetie pie. Good for you, love. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you, sweet one. Love Sean, you say maybe he just needs time for himself, right? With him going to 3 different places. I understand, love Sean. I understand, my love. But I feel like he had a different order, if you will. He had different plans for you and him than he did with the others. So I feel like that plays a lot into the whole situation altogether, my love. Let me just go and make that disappear altogether. I'm going to go and see our beautiful friend Laura over here. VS Kushi. Please, 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 please do not spam. Thank you. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Watson. I think you did it at the same time as me. Alrighty. So, Laura, my sweet love, let me just go and get your question over here. Thank you for your caramel cappuccino. I actually did make myself one this morning. I did. But then I went out and I got some takeout for my kids, and I was going to get myself a coffee, and I completely forgot about it. As I was ordering and I was done ordering, my little Anel says, Mom, didn't you want to get yourself a coffee, a frappe or something? And I'm like, yeah, I did. Now it's too late. I already paid and forgot. So there you go. Tomorrow, I guess. Let's go see our beautiful Laura. So let me just go and get your question over here. I know, right, Watson? I know. We worked on it at the same time. So what is coming in for you for love? Is there anything new? And what's coming in as far as love? Okay, Spooty. Let's go and see. So here we go for Laura. What do we have? What is coming on in love for Laura? All right. Okay. Laura, my sweet love. The Magician, the Knight. Ace of Pentacles. What I am seeing is that you're going to have to take action, sweetie pie. Yeah, I know. Let's put Laura, please, just in case she is not here at 1:11. So I need you to take action, sweetie pie. I do. I feel like otherwise love is being kind of stagnant. It's sticking into a place where nothing much is really happening. My Magician is into the middle, telling me that you have complete control over what is going to be happening into your relationship or into your love life, but you need to control it. You need to make kind of something happen from it. Our Knight of Pentacles is in reverse, and our Ace of Pentacles. Nothing is necessarily being giving out towards you, if you will, unless you take that action. If you take the action forward towards it, and when I say take action, it could take multiple different forms. It could be, it could be dating apps. It could be you find somebody attractive and you actually go forward towards them. You go and see them, or you kind of flirt with them, or eye contact, all those things. So may it be the traditional way, may it be a little bit less the traditional way. Something needs to be done, but something needs to be coming from you in order to kind of spike a little bit of a something, because otherwise it's like if your energy is a little bit closed off. But I know that it's not closed off. I know that you're open, but sometimes even though we're open, it feels like our energy is a little bit closed off to other people. It could be because, the way that we're feeling. It could be because of our fears. It could be because we're a little bit more of an introvert. So I need you to actually go on out there and make things happen, which I know nobody really wants. We much prefer somebody to come towards us, but this is what I'm getting. So we need to have that action, because otherwise I'm seeing you being kind of feeling a little bit sad, feeling a little bit like you're on to the side, right? There's somebody over here that either you have walked away from into the last, I'm going to say into the last 5 months. There could be somebody that you walked away from who is still kind of thinking about you. Whoever this last person is, they're still thinking about you, but I don't feel like they want to return back into a relationship. But I know that they've been thinking about you. They've been wondering what you're up to. They've been wondering what exactly it is that you're doing. Yeah, let me go see what else, my beautiful Laura. That sounds very good, my dear Sean. Except for the pork for your dog. You're not supposed to give your dog pork, though, sweetie pie. Yeah, it could make your dog very ill. I think it gives, dogs worms, pork. I'm not sure, but I know it's not good for them. So be careful about, your dog and the pork. You have it. Diane have it. It'll be good. It'll be perfect, sweetie. Don't give it to your dog, love. Your dog could become ill. Magician. Followed out by our Six of Pentacles. Again, I just thought into the other deck, a completely different deck altogether. The Magician's always into the middle. You're going to have to reach on towards this person. This person is going to become a little bit of you're going to go on to a couple days before. It's more going to be seen like a little bit of a connection, a little bit like a friendship kind of a thing. And slowly things are going to be picking on up. Whoever this person is that you are going to be reaching on out towards, it's going to happen once you start dating approximately, I'm going to say 7 to 8 weeks later. This person is a water sign, my beautiful love. They are coming on in towards you somewhere around mid-July. But again, you're the one who has to make the action. If there's no action over here, then this person might not necessarily pop on into your life. So keep your heart open, keep your mind open, keep your beautiful arms open, and let's just, let these beautiful people come on in. And if that is the case, then yes, you will have a beautiful water sign coming on in. You will date on a couple of occasions. It will be a little bit more of a friendship at first, getting along well together. It'll turn into beautiful dates. Approximately, I'm going to say 8 dates. And after those 8 dates, I feel like there's more of a commitment that seems to be given. So, but again, you're the one who has to make things happen, sweetie. They have an R and they have a J. I feel as though, my beautiful Laura, they have an R and they have a J into their name. Like I said, they are a water sign. All right. And you're going to have to make some type of movement towards them, sweetie. Let me know, my beautiful love, if there's anything else I can do for you, okay, sweetie? Have yourself a lovely evening, beautiful. Sean, you say she loves pork. You didn't know that. Yeah, there's a lot of things you can't give your dogs. Hold on just one second. J'ai également dit que Prince ne pouvait pas venir en bas. Prince est retourné dans sa cage, puis je peux pas l'entendre japper. Merci. Non, faut que j'aille travailler. On va porter le chien dans sa cage. Merci. All right, hold on. Let me just go see. I don't remember what it is that that it does. Wait. Oh, that's it. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Watson. Your dog can eat pork. Look at that. I'm completely wrong. Your dog can eat pork as long as there is no seasoning, no sauce, no condiments, no onions or other ingredients. Other than that, yeah, if there's any type of anything, then it's not good for them. Otherwise, you can't give it. Then there you go. I am sorry. Look at that. Plain pork is safe. Alrighty. So give it plain, sweetie, and you're good. Yeah, okay, that's all good. Just give Black Wolf plain pork, nothing onto it. No salt, no pepper, no onions, no nothing, okay? Just the pork itself, and it's all good, sweetie pie. No, not you, Juanson. But you are going to be coming on up soon, but it's not you yet. I'm going to go and see our beautiful Mimi. So let me just go over here. So Mimi is going to be on up next. Just give me one brief moment. I'm going to go and get all the questions. Alrighty. Alrighty. Mimi, my beautiful. Okay. I don't think there'll be any changes. Well, let's go and see. Who's to say what we're gonna find, right? Let's go and figure this out together. So let me just go and give you a timestamp. So Mimi is going to be at 1:19 and 30 seconds. So 1:19:30. Oh, I don't know. Well, you're coming on up next, Swanson. Yes, after. Unless somebody else pops on through. Okay, so Mimi is... Okay, let's just put 120. Let's just put 120. It'll be easier. Alrighty. So, Mimi. Don't think there's going to be any changes just for the sake of asking, hearing me talk about him, right? Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's go over here and see what can pop on through. Let's go to this little deck. Let's put this one away. Hold on, sweet love. Let's go take my doodle tarot. I love my doodle tarot. Okay, let's go and do some doodle love. Oh, let me take a sip and let's go and see what we've got. Okay, so we are with our beautiful Mimi. And let's go figure this out. Okay, my love. So, oh, just one moment. Okay, Mimi. I don't know why I have all these pages opened. Let me close some. Okay. Current thoughts and feelings. Any changes? 5 of Swords. Not really. He's standing his ground. High Priestess. You know what he's doing. You know what he's up to. He's standing his ground. You know that whenever he's ready, he can be completely assertive. He will make those movements towards you and everything will be what it is. But into the meanwhile, I'm going to have to say disappointment. I'm going to have to say a little bit of failure. And I'm basically going to have to say, the word I'm going to say is harsh. It's ugly, sweetie. And I'm sorry for it. But I feel like at this moment, within everything that is happening into his life, yes, he does think. Yes, he does wonder. But at the very same time, I feel like he's into a place where... I feel like he's into a place where he doesn't want to care. He doesn't want to have to wonder. He doesn't want to have to feel into the way that he is feeling at this moment. It's like he just really wants to take one tiny little step at a time. MZ is going to be on up next. Okay, I do have our beautiful MZ Juanson. And thank you, my beautiful love, if you're around. So, Mimi, he's into a place where he doesn't want to care about things. He doesn't want to hold on to people. Doesn't want to... And it seems crazy, Mimi. It seems crazy what I'm going to have to say, but it is what it is. And it is truthful in its craziest kind of a way. Love sometimes can be so complicated that holding on to somebody that you're not ready for, or that you're not ready for the connection, can be so burdensome that you prefer to kind of walk away and do nothing into the meanwhile, which makes you feel and makes you seem as though you are uncaring and you are unloving and you are not interested and you're this and you're that and you're so many different kind of things, into the selfishness and everything that goes along with it. But basically, the fact that he is not ready for a committed relationship is kind of giving him a lot of bad rap into a certain kind of a way. He doesn't want to abuse of you into that kind of way. He doesn't want to abuse of your emotions into that kind of way. Yes, he is a little bit selfish, but basically he's into that kind of place because he's not ready for anything that is concrete at this moment. And that's why he's stagnant like this. So it's not that he doesn't care. It's not that he doesn't love. It's that he doesn't want. He doesn't want a relationship at this moment. So he's kind of blocking everything, and he's blocking all the different type of contacts and all the different type of conversations or different type of meanings that we could, because to get into a conversation, to get something kind of happening, and then that could just kind of mean that you're feeling a little bit more vulnerable, and the vulnerability is going to open up to different things, and then those different things will end up to something that you were into, and then you kind of get back into the same cycle. So hopefully everything I'm saying is just kind of making some sense. Yeah. So this is it. Let me just go back in over here. So I don't see any changes at this moment. Anael. Le chien. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. So what is next for you guys? Next for you guys, getting over here, our Four of Mirrors, also getting our Four of Flutes. I do still feel like there is somewhat of a meeting that is going to be popping on up for you guys, because I'm seeing that he is remaining single. I'm seeing that he is still holding on to you with our Four of Mirrors. I see over here, though, that he feels truly, truly, really quite overwhelmed, and basically, I'm going to say really insecure about the relationship altogether. So there's a lot that is going on into his mind over here. There's a lot that is kind of troubling him at the very same time. But his feelings for you have not changed. They've never changed. They've always been what they are. It's just that he's always a little bit kind of put them on pause, or didn't necessarily want to believe into them all that much because he was not ready for it. But he's still not really ready for it in any kind of a way. As far as, is there anybody else around at this moment? Is he interested into somebody else? I'm going to say no. Is he going to be texting back? Not at this moment. Coming back? Not at this moment. Yeah, it's going to still take a little bit of time before he actually comes on forward or comes a little bit closer in any kind of a way. I feel as though he is thinking about opening on up, but he's not quite ready for it. So, love, as for coming back, I'm going to say no. Texting back, it is a no. What's next for you guys? I'm going to say meeting on up as friends, some type of meeting. You're going to be meeting on up. It could be as friends. It could be as co-workers, but there is a meeting that will be happening over here, but that's all that I can see for the moment. I'm sorry, I don't feel as though this meeting is actually bringing upon, I got the hiccups. I don't believe it is bringing upon, I'm sorry, like a relationship or a commitment. I just feel like it's always a little bit remaining onto the surface. So for the moment, I'm going to say surface, nothing much more. And even onto the surface, I feel like it's going to be happening in a certain amount of time, like 8 weeks or so. So maybe within the following 2 months. Until then, I'm going to say it's up to you. It's up to you to either decide that you're going to be reaching on out, because nothing stops you. Nothing stops you, my beautiful love, from saying, I'm going to reach on out. I'm going to do something, hi, how are you doing? What are you up to? Would you like to hook up? Would you like to, whatever, however you want to put it. If it's because you want to meet on up because you want something fun, is it because you want to go and have a bite to eat? Is it because you want to talk? I mean, these are all different kind of possibilities that are open for both of you guys. Now, he's not necessarily going to be utilizing them because of the position that he's in, but it doesn't mean that you can't. So if you do wish to do so, and you want to see what he's actually going to say, if you actually clearly set out, not just, oh, there's a work meeting, everybody's going to be there, are you coming? No. Do you want to go and grab a bite to eat? Do you want to go and do this? Do you want this? If you don't clearly open on up, things will remain the way that they are. If you do clearly open on up, things will still kind of remain, but at least you'll be able to spend some time with him, and you'll be able maybe to either kind of rip that band-aid off, or maybe just pull another band-aid on, or maybe just get some clarity upon something. But until the meanwhile, I'm going to say things are still kind of stagnant, sweetie pie. Let me give you some messages, okay? So, no, nothing else kind of popping on through at this moment, my love. Let me do this and let me give you some messages over here. Let's go like that and over here. I got you, my beautiful Julie. You're going to be coming on up in just a moment. Sean, you say, can you and mom come to Canada and learn French Canadian? You want to, can you bring your dog? Yeah, you can bring your dog, sweetie pie. My dog loves dogs. And yes, but your dog has to be chipped and everything and the such. All right. I am committed to improving myself. You inspire me to grow and to heal. I love that you can see my truth, but sometimes it really scares the out of me too. I can't say the word. It's not a nice word. I really am missing you lately. I've awoken because of you, and sometimes I have actually sought some guidance for our path together. I feel the love that you send to me, and thank you for always forgiving me when my ego acts up. Beautiful Mimi, sending you much love, sweetie pie. Let's go and see for our dear friend MZ. MZ, here we go. Let me just go like this. Okay. So, oh, you found a game. Mm-hmm. Okay. Should you reach out to him or maybe wait for him to reach out about it? And that's like right before the full moon. Yeah, we were looking at that a little bit not too long ago, my beautiful MZ. We shall slowly make our plans for the full moon being onto the 21st. So onto the first day of summer, actually. So onto the 21st of June, within the following 7 days is going to be the full moon. Now, should you actually reach on out towards this or not? You know what? For the moment, I'm going to say no. I like the idea of it. I like the fact that it's coming on out. I like everything of the such. But I feel as though we need to keep a little bit of independence at this moment. What I would actually do if I were you, I would do it a little bit into a different kind of a way. I would send out the vibes. I would send out the desires. I would send out those beautiful manifestations. So I would send out those messages into a different format. So he receives them, but you're not necessarily concretely making those movements towards him. Because I kind of feel like at this moment in time, he is over here and he's doing his own things and you're doing your things. But I need you to stay a little bit within our Queen of Swords. I need you to be a little bit independent over here for like a week or two. So yes, you can, like something that he posts, but don't necessarily reach on out. Just give him a little bit of a pause upon the thing. Give him a chance to actually reach on out towards you. Now, do I believe that he's going to be reaching on out towards you in regards of this? I don't believe that he will. I'm actually going to have to say over here, this is good for you, for your manifestations, for your ideas, for what rituals, all those things. Utilize in that moment to send him the message to reach out towards you because you have some things you want to tell him. You have some topics and conversations about it. You want to talk, you want to reach out. This is a way for him to do it into a safe, a very courageous way, if you will. So he'll feel comfortable doing it. And if those vibes kind of move on forward, maybe he might just feel comfortable enough to actually reach on out and talk to you about it. But for the moment, I'm going to say no. You need to let him do this move. Mm-hmm. Yes. It is my pleasure, my sweet love. So encourage him to reach out in regards to this. Not necessarily in regards to the relationship, in regards to this, because you guys had this connection, because of the time that you spent. Encourage him to do so, so that he actually takes the action. Well, there you go. Beautiful Julie, go ahead with it, sweetie. Do what you've got to do then, my love. If you are feeling strong, go ahead and do what we usually do. It'll be perfect. And if not, stay on point, continue becoming stronger, continue getting back into your own beautiful self. And it's all good, my sweetie. Please do so. Reach out to me later on if you need to, my love. Watson, my sweetie pie, let's go and see what is coming on through for you. Let me just go like this. Let me go over here, and I believe that it is Watson's turn. Let me just go and make sure everything is okay. She is microchipped and vaccinated, and you can also get to meet the Inuit, and you respect and honor them from the Ice Age. Yes. There's a village not too far. The Inuits are like much further off. There is an Indian town. Only Indians, well, almost only Indians, heritage people actually live there. A beautiful place, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And you can buy all different kind of beautiful souvenirs over there. You've got like all the tribes. It's really, really quite nice. And it's approximately, I don't know, it's about 30 minutes away from my home, I believe. Yeah. And it's really, really quite nice. It's worth to go and see. So, all right, Watson, what do we have? Let's go and see this for you. And you did. Oh, but she looked like she was really, really far away today. I wasn't able to talk with her, but you did notice that she glanced your way. So did she actually notice you or glanced your way? Alrighty. Did she notice you or glance your way? Did she notice you? Yes, she did. Did she glance your way? Yes, she did. Did she kind of see that you glanced her way? Yes, she did. Was she feeling a little bit frustrated because you guys were kind of worlds apart? I will also say yes. Hold on. Alrighty. So just give me one brief moment. Let's just do this. And here we go. All right, Juanson. I feel over here that she wants to be able to be more vulnerable with you. I feel like sometimes she lacks confidence. Sometimes she has some self-doubt. Sometimes she has some weaknesses. But she has a lot of faith within you. She has a lot of hope. She has a lot of love. But sometimes I feel as though she feels like she's a little bit powerless. She feels like there is more that she wants. You can, my dear Sean. You can, sweetie pie. We can go to Maccas together. It's just because I remember what maca is. I don't eat maca often, but we can go to maca. Hold on. Or to a breakfast place that has nothing but maple syrup. Hold on, my dear. Let me go and see what she wants to say towards you. Alrighty. She is waiting for you. But she's a little bit of a lack of ideas. Doesn't quite know how to make the movement. Doesn't quite know how to kind of fit on in. Sometimes she has a little bit of the same issues as you do. Figuring out how to reach out. How to actually speak a little bit longer. How to spend a little bit more time together. I feel like you guys don't necessarily have a lot of time to do that. I just feel like, you know what? She lives not too far away from your place. The best thing would be a little bit of collective driving, right? You pick her on up. She picks you on up. Now that would allow you guys to talk a little bit more. And let me go for an angel message. Raphaël? Non. Mets-toi pas des ongles, bébé, s'il te plaît. Moi? Non, il y a le droit? Oui. 1616, readjustments. Your level of self-control is sufficient to make things right. Onto the horizon is a possibility of beginnings, a new romantic, beautiful beginning, as well as a chance to begin into your life altogether. Everything is simply going to fall into its own piece, or pieces, if you will. I'm going to say after Juanson, we are going to be closing up the lives for tonight, my sweetie pies. So we will be closing up the lives in approximately a minute or two, sweeties. But we will be back on to Monday if anybody does have, you know, if anybody wants to come and join us on to Monday, we'll be here. Let me know whenever you are ready. Juanson, ask your mother. Yeah, ask your mom. It's Father's Day weekend. It should say ask your dad, but okay, we'll go with that one. Thank you so very much, my dear Sean. Sending you much love, sweetie. Burn it. Oh, no. You've never told me to burn it before. This is new now. King of Coins. The answer is project all the confidence that you can muster and get a resounding yes. Well, now, if that's about reaching on out to your love, I will definitely say then that's a really good idea. And let me go and give you some beautiful messages. Alrighty, so here we go into the messages. Let's have some wine and let's have some beautiful dinner. The love that you can give me is the one that I have been looking for towards. I want to be able to be romantic with you. I want to tell your family how absolutely amazing you are. And I never, ever, 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 ever want you to question my love for you. Now that makes more sense, right? I told you, the other one has got to be burned. It's bad. It's bad to the bone. That being said, my beautiful loves, we shall end this live tonight a little bit earlier. So wishing everybody a lovely weekend. You know where to find me if there is anything. Into the meantime, have a lovely Friday evening. Have a lovely Saturday for you, Sean and Diane. And we shall see each other again on Monday. So much love sent out to everybody. Good night, sweeties.